Oh, buongiorno, buongiorno, buongiorno. Today I want to talk about Leao. Oh, stop being negative. Don't be negative. Leao is great. Yeah, no, this is not a video against Leao. So not a video against Leao. I just wanna try to understand how we see Leao and what Leao is for AC Milan. Okay, and actually, if anybody of you is a psychologist, I would love to hear your opinion, especially on Leao's character, what kind of person he is. Obviously, we don't know Leao personally, so nobody can say anything about that. We can only see the Leao that we see on social networks, even if it's a fake world, and on the field, on the pitch. And this is where we judge Leao the most. So Leao should be, and he is, one of our top players. And there are a lot of expectation on Leao. And rightfully so, because if you want to be like top players, then you get all the expectation and all the critics. That's how it works. So what is the problem with Leao that like the supporters have? The main problem that the supporters have is his attitude on the pitch. Though I think we need to try and think though what kind of a person Leao is. To me, he looks like he's an introvert. He struggles when he gets criticized. He feels the critics, all the critics that he gets touch him deeply. And in his mind, he is sure that he's giving his best. The way he moves, the way he acts on the pitch, from us, at least from my perspective, it looks like somebody that is a little bit snobbish, right? Maybe, I don't know if it's the way he moves, the way he runs, or is the overall attitude. That's the first impression that you get from Leao. But like technically speaking, like his athletic form is impressive. Leao, it doesn't even need to be technical, you know, because you can just throw the ball to Leao and Leao is gonna outrun everybody. He has some problems into the finalizing the goals, but like as far as like athleticism, he is amazing. And this is why supporters get upset, because they know that Leao could be destroying everything. He could be playing like he played against PSG every match, right? And this is what we expect from him, and this is what we want from him. We want him to be our superstar, right? Does he have the right attitude? Is he the right person to be a superstar, or is it more of an athlete that is better to stay like a little bit undercovered, you know, and perform well without all these expectations that we and the press put on him? As I said, like to me, Leao, it's a little bit of an introvert. The thing that I think he enjoys the most in life is making music, and I can understand that. I'm a musician myself, but like when you make music, you're alone with yourself, you're happy, nobody's bothering you, nobody's criticizing you. It's like a safe space, and you find a way to express yourself through the music. And I think he's that kind of person too. Music for him comes first, and football comes second. Maybe, but I don't know, because I don't know him. So the fact that he could do so much more, obviously, put a spotlight on Leao during any match, and any gesture that it does, it gets highlighted. Him and Theo Hernandez as well, but we're speaking about Leao, right? It's obvious this is like a normal, and if you want to be a top player, you should expect that. Some people can take it, some people cannot take it. So Leao responds to critics usually. When Fonseca didn't make him play against Lazio, when he came in, he wanted to prove. So in a way, prove himself. So in a way, this stimulated him to do better, I'd say. But then again, when we saw him in the derby, his attitude during a derby wasn't the best, to say the least. And for us supporters, obviously the derby is the match that we feel the most during the year. And we expect like the attitude that everybody else had, but Leao. I'm sure that Leao in his head is thinking I'm doing my best. Why do I keep getting criticized? Why people are upset with me? You know, I'm sure that sometimes he must think something like that. And I know it's not easy. It's not easy because like if I don't know if you ever did theater in your life or something similar, or voice exercising, whatever. There is an exercise in which you stand here and your partner stand like far away, and you are supposed to be speaking with a high voice to make yourself be heard by your partner. So what happens usually is that even if you think you're speaking loud enough for your partner to hear you, if you ask your partner, did you hear what I said? Most of the times, the answer is no, because you think you might be like to be speaking, talking loud enough, but in fact you aren't. So the way that others perceive you and the way that you perceive yourself is very, very different until they make you notice that. So when they tell you no, when your speaking voice was regular, I didn't hear what you said, then you realize, oh, damn, okay, then I must have been wrong. And I think this is what might be happening with Leao. He's sure of himself. He's sure that he's giving his best every game. But what we see from the television, from the stadium, is a different thing. We have to say also that this play style might be not the best play style for Leao, because Leao is not the type of player that helped with the pressing. He never pressed until now, so he has to learn how to press, right? It's all new for Leao. He's not used to this kind of job because when we had Pioli left him a lot of freedom. While like Fonseca's playstyle asks for players to help a lot. See Abraham and Morata, right? And Leao is just not used to do that kind of job. So it might be a slow process, but some players are more fit for a certain type of job on the pitch. But what we most lament is not even like this. It's not the technical part, because Leao is a gifted player, but is the overall attitude that we see on the pitch. So it's obvious that when Leao doesn't press, even if usually the goal is never like the fault of one person, right? A goal usually happens for many, many different causes, right? The fact that, for example, against Inter, like Leao didn't press is what caused Inter players to go on and think and then cross into our right side, which is our weak side, and we know that. If Emerson Royal didn't do that kind of movement and he didn't left Di Marco alone, Leao not pressing would not have been an issue, right? So there are like many factors when you concede a goal. Like it's not usually always the fault of one player, but when you concede the goal, everybody goes into the spotlight. Anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know your opinion on Leao, what kind of person you think he is, like what kind of a human you think he is. I know some people want to sell Leao, and we can sell Leao, but will this ownership like get a player worth of Leao, you think? Because I don't think so. I think they will get like 5 more 20 million players, right? So Leao, like it or not, Leao potentially, and I know that we have been saying potentially for a long time, but potentially he is like a top player. He's incredible. He has to work on his finalizing. In Serie A, there's nobody that can keep the pace of Leao. And that's why we feel so strongly. That's like, we have this ideal of what Leao could be, and we just like are a bit sad when we don't see our ideal becoming true. But anyway, let me know what you think. I hope we can have a constructive discussion about this without insulting Leao or any other player. All right, bye-bye. Ciao!